All right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Faye, are you ready?
5, 4. Here we go. Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome again to episode 2. That's right, episode 2. Talk about it. I'm your host, Felice, the Anointed Songbird.
And I am your host, Speak Nay, Mr. Young, whatever you want it to be. We here.
And we are so excited to be back with you again. I do apologize that we are a day late, but I could not log on yesterday, all sorts of technical difficulties, but I am so super excited to talk about our topic tonight. I ask you to do me one favor when you come in, like this broadcast, like and share it so that it can get people as it can possibly reach. We are talking all things relationship issues, people needed. And tonight's topic is very to my heart because I have dealt with it in relationships, past relationships, and I'm pretty sure that as well. Nay, you want to tell them what our topic is for tonight?
Yes, our topic tonight is secrets. Now, like Miss Faye said, listen, we've all have gone through this in relationships. We are going to go through them in the relationships
Secret
upcoming. So we're just going to dive into secrets, whether you think it's cool, whether you think everything should be laid out on the table. We just going to dig deep and just really, really be honest about tonight's topic, and it's secrets.
All right. So say is that all of it, secrets in one way, shape, or form, whether we had a secret dealing with a partner in a relationship who had a secret, we got blindsided, someone was holding from us. So there are different things, a lot of different things, and a lot of different that secrets can affect. But I want to dig into a lot of them. But one of the things is that 10, if a relationship where your partner loves you, where you guys have communication, I don't think having the secret is probably a bigger problem. The secret is the fact the biggest issue would be. What do you think about that?
It just has to be put all out. Everything has to be put on the table. I mean, even in the dating stages, I think that you have to just truly, truly be honest with what it's about. Because, like you said, when the secret blindsides you, it's never really the same. I mean, it can go back to the same, but it's never really the same because now you're really looking at somebody totally different, and they didn't even give you an opportunity to make your mind up if you want to rock with them or not. So you got to be up one.
See, but that.
Go ahead.
Can it really go back? Can it really go back? Because you said, once you get blindsided, it could go back. But really, once that it's always gonna be something in the back. Well, it's always gonna be something in the back of my head where I'm like, okay, is he telling me the truth? Because when he didn't have to lie, he lied. Now that he knows we might be shaky, how do I know that it's always going to be a question once you show that you can easily lie to me?
But I think it's and
also, keeping a secret, no matter how you try to dress it up and make it look pretty, a secret.
But I also think it's what is the secret? Like, what was it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there are some things that people hold in due to maybe embarrassment or something that they just real feel deeply about, or something that still hurts them. So it also has to be why did you keep the secret from me? What was it? And when it comes out, I think that's when you make the decision if it can go back to how it used to be, or if I can really trust this person, or can we still work it out. I think in a lot of cases, it really depends on what the secret really is.
And it also, okay, I can agree with that. I can agree that it depends on what the secret is, but it also has a lot to do with how did the secret come out? Did you tell me because you felt the pressure on you so bad that you knew, okay, I'm keeping this secret. There's no need for this. I don't want there to be any issues. Let me just come clean to get this off of me. Telling me because somebody else found out and you know they're about to tell me, so you trying to tell me first to save face. Something tiny, something that can turn into because you didn't tell me. Because then when you finally do tell me, what was your motivation to talk, to come clean with me? Did you do it on your own or did you do it to beat somebody else to it?
Yeah, if I got to hear it from somebody else, then I don't think it can go back to where it used to be. Just plain simple. If it's coming from you out of you think it's time that I should know something, then I'm cool with that. And whatever it is, if I'm rocking with you solid and we have a purpose to our relationship, we can work it out. But if the relationship ain't going nowhere and you about to tell me you married or you got 2 more kids somewhere or something like that, you know what I mean? It's time.
That's an experience with that one, right?
You know,
right. So we have some comments from Stephanie Wilson says secrets can destroy a end or a person's life. That's very true. That's fact. Secrets can, depending on how big it is, because you got to think about it. The longer you hold it, the more you hold it in. One lie you're gonna have to tell to cover up the first lie, then you're gonna have to tell another lie to cover up the first 2 lies, and by the time you have a full you frozen? You hear me?
Well, I can hear you now.
That's what I'm saying. Giovanna Walking Miracle Jones said it depends on the secret. Infidelity can be forgiven. That is true. Now I agree. Infidelity. Now see, this is God is still working on me. Y'all pray for me. Infidelity can, as far as I'm concerned, one, I'm not going to, because you don't accidentally fall over and over.
Facts.
If you cheat on me once and you feel bad sorts of circumstances, so I can't you, I love you, we're gonna make this work. But if you break that same trust, that same bond twice, now we have a problem, because how can I believe your apology? No. How can I believe what you're saying? No. How can I believe, okay, you're sorry now until the next short skirt walks around and you could still, so fidelity.
No,
I do agree. It can be from many times.
It is forgivable. Believe me, it is. And God has given me a forgiving heart. But if you cheat on me, it's over. It's a wrap. I'm not even going to go that route. I'm not even going to play no game with you. Because if I've been faithful and I've given you all of me and I love you unconditionally, and you say you've made a bad choice or a mistake and you've cheated on me, yes, I forgive you, but we are done. We are done.
Okay. Question for you.
But that's just me, though.
How can that be unconditional love if you can't forgive a mistake?
Oh, I forgive you.
One. I'm not saying over and over. But
man, I love you.
You love, how are you saying you love her unconditionally?
But the love that you have for me wasn't enough for you to be faithful? And you say you made a mistake? Nah, I'm good. My love doesn't change. It's just that you have broken that promise. You have broken that promise. I feel as if you cheating, I wasn't enough for you. So therefore, I need to move on with my life. I forgive you. The love doesn't change, but I'm moving on with my life. I need to get myself right because it's going to be painful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to need some time to heal. I'm not trying to heal in the process of being with you and us trying to work it out. Because, like I said, how can I trust you?
Okay.
How can I trust you?
Okay. I can understand the trust aspect of it. I can understand that part of it. I can. But like we said, it is forgivable
Absolutely.
once. Now, okay, and that's one of the bigger secrets. That's that big secrets where you can understand someone is telling you. You do it. Let's say you're know exactly how you feel. She's going to know you feel that way. She's going to know that's your stance. She's going to know that's where you stand. So when I'm saying if this is the secret, and then let's take it a step further. Let's actually move it back. Let's say this be infidelity, but it was infidelity for you guys but she never told you.
See, I'm not worried about what I'm not worried about anything that was before me at all. Like that's the one thing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying while y'all were dating, y'all weren't married. Y'all were dating.
But like I said, that right there, I think when when people are dating, people are doing their own thing. I still think, a lot of people are not faithful when they're dating. They still got contacts in their phone. They still got all this other stuff going on. Now, if I find out after we're married, that's a different story of as in being forgiving and trying to make it work, and we laid it all down the line, and that's not who you are anymore as a person. That's different. But during a marriage, nah, I'm out. But that's just where I stand at with it,
Oh no, and I agree with that. But my question is, well, let's say I can understand where you're coming from. I'll say that. But my question is, so y'all are dating. You don't think once we make the decision, okay, we're going to be married, we're going to become one, we're going to become husband and wife. So it's no more me doing my own thing. It's no more you doing your own thing. Now, let's just put it out there. Sex before marriage is a sin. We understand that. We are in no way condoning it. We're just keeping it real that it does happen, even in the church. It happens.
Absolutely.
Should it? No, but it does. So let's say while you guys were dating, you guys were intimate with one another and he slipped or she slipped, never told you because y'all were dating. Where I'm concerned, the way I feel, yes, when we're dating, we're still two different people. We're still doing this, but there is an understanding, a certain understanding of I am exclusive. We're exclusive. I'm exclusive to you. You're exclusive to me, especially if we made that step where I opened myself up to you and we became one physically.
Yes.
So if you cheated then, even though, the vows weren't given, the ring's not on, even though none of that had happened, that's where we were moving to. That's where we were striving to together. And that's when you slipped. Before we walk down that aisle and take those vows before God, I believe, this is me now. I believe you owe it to me to let me know that happened.
I need to know
because you're actually setting me up to have some woman tell me something after we're married that you could have well told me yourself and prepared me for. Now I'm caught off guard, and now we really got a problem because I'm mad. More so, not so much that you did it because we weren't married then, but you didn't tell me, and she told me.
And I think with that, whether it's before marriage or after marriage, it's still going to be a problem. Definitely for me, because of if we like I said, I'm not condoning it, but like I said, if we intimate and you've been intimate with somebody else, we gotta think about diseases, we gotta think about the soul tie, we gotta think about all this other stuff. So you need to
exactly
keep it 100, all the way 100 with me, because we may all live in the same city, and this person is still, you probably work with this person, you may have close friends, y'all hang out that you've been with. So it needs to be all put out on the line, because like I said, there's a fine line between the secrets that you're keeping and what the secret is. I don't condone secrets at all. I feel like secrets can hurt somebody, and it can be something that some people never recover from secrets they've been told by a significant other.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what Stephanie Wilson's comment said. It can destroy a relationship, but it also can destroy a person's life. Now, Giovanna, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Giovanna did say another comment, one secret that she cannot forgive is living with a man who doesn't know his sexuality. Baby, you just hang on. You just hang on. That's an episode all of its own. That is a topic that we plan to delve all the way deep into. We're going to have our rain boots on, our mud boots on, have our paddles, because we're going to get into that, baby. I agree completely. And that's vice versa. Because there's some women, but see, we ain't gonna go there. But yes, I agree. Yeah, that is a secret, because that's not just a secret. That is a lifestyle. That is a part of you. That is something you're struggling with. So that's not a secret. That's a straight up lie. Straight up lie. So another question that I have is, now that's one. Now let's say it's something. Now these are things that I've talked. A couple of my girlfriends have come to me when they saw that tonight's topic was going to be secrets. Let's say this: there are a lot of couples who are couple queens. They're not couple queens. They're couple friends, where my boyfriend and I are friends with you and your girlfriend. Okay, so that type of it, where me and my best friend are dating best friends. Let's talk about that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm posing this to you, because I know how I feel about it. I'm gonna wait and see how you feel about it. So let's talk about that type of secret. Let's talk about my best friend confides in me something that's going on in her relationship with my man's best friend. Now, I don't tell my man, because that's something that my best friend has confided in me secretly. Then that is a secret. How do you feel about that between me and my man? There's something that I know about his best friend and his woman's relationship, because my best friend has confided in me. But that's my thing. Where does the line stop for secrets?
Now, with that, I'm not even if my God tells me something and he confides in me his secret, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure, and this is just me, I'm pretty sure eventually me and my queen are going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about everything. Now, we just not talking within each other and talking to the world. We're talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because she may have some information to give me about the situation that can help him. So I'm not keeping anything from my queen. And that's just what it is. My homeboy, hey, man, I know you tell your queen everything, man. Don't tell her this. Well, don't tell me. Like, don't tell me. I'm going to tell her. Call it what you want, man. I mean, my best friend. So I'm gonna tell her. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
But see, I don't have a problem with that. I agree with that. I just want it, but there are so many men who don't agree with that. There are so many men who feel that him and his woman, you know, they rocking, they like this, but if his boys are confiding stuff in him, he won't tell her. And then there are guys who feel bad or judge their friend who has that type of relationship with their queen. They're judgmental, like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing because you tell her everything.
Then don't tell me then. It's okay. Don't tell me.
But see, right, because that's a form of secret. That's a secret in the relationship, and that can cause undue stress that's unnecessary. I see a couple of y'all are on here. Crew, y'all got anything to say? How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about that? Because, you know, we're gonna tackle things like, you know, my man has a female best friend. We're gonna talk about that later. But I'm saying this is me and my girl, my ace. We've been best friends since grade school, and she's having a problem with her man, and she confides in me about it. Am I wrong then for keeping that? Is that considered a secret from my man if I don't tell him? What if it has no bearing? What if it has no bearing on you though? What if you knowing is not something that you can tell your friend to help? What if it's not that type of situation? Am I wrong for not telling you?
You're gonna
That
ask your
was
man.
you, Nate.
You're gonna ask your man for an opinion anyway. Y'all
True.
gonna be laying in the bed. Y'all gonna be chilling, and y'all just gonna be talking, and it's gonna come up, and you're gonna want to know how he feels about it. Just vice versa. I'm gonna want to know how she feels about it. Maybe she has better information to give than I do, because I'm so blunt, because I'm so honest. She might say, hey, you need to tell your boy this. Don't tell him how you tell him, because you might discourage him. Tell him this way. And it's just a communication that you have. It's not like somebody's telling you the secret and you're telling your significant other, and the significant other is just going to post it on Facebook or tell somebody else. Or go to that person and say something. It's not that. It's just good communication, and we're talking about it. We're having a conversation about it to try to see what can help them. That's all that is. But don't tell me. Don't tell me if that's how you feel.
That's good. I'm gonna make up a quote for this episode. Nay, your quote's gonna be like, "Don't tell me then."
Don't tell me,
because that's what you're standing on. Don't tell you then. Okay. So my question is, now we've covered if something happened before we were together. We've covered that. My question is, do you believe that there is any sort of justification in not telling your significant other something? Let's say something happened that you know is going to cause him or her to spiral. Let's say they have panic attacks. Let's say, is there any sort of justification for anything? Is there any gray area in here at all, in your opinion?
No. You got to tell. You got to say it. It can't. No.
No matter how big, no matter how small.
Because most people say the reason why I didn't tell you because I knew it would hurt you. Duh, and you ended up telling me anyway, and it hurt.
That's true, but not something like that. Not something like, oh, I have a wife and 2 kids in another city. No, not something big. I'm just saying, is there any justification if it's something that's going to hurt them, but there's no big outcome? If it's not an infidelity thing, it's not something like that.
If that is,
I'm asking. I got a list of questions.
Unless it's a surprise, something that you have for this person or something like that, that's it. Everything else, it has to come out. It has to be a fine line of truthfulness and honesty. Because like I said, all it takes is one small thing that you kept a secret about, and it spirals to something new because you don't know how this person is going to act. So unless it's a surprise, or you have a surprise gift or birthday or trip or something like that, then cool. But if it's something that can potentially hurt the relationship, it shouldn't be a secret.
Right.
Get it out.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Another thing is, I hear oftentimes that, and this is just, everybody has their own ways of thinking about things, but I hear them say, well, if it don't have nothing to do with her, why just bring her into it? Well, because you're in it. If you're in it, then she's gonna be in it. And that's supposed to be a given. If you're telling me something and it's causing me stress, or if it's gonna be something, because I'm a thinker, I'm a deep thinker, and if something is going on with my girls and she's having a problem, or there's some type of stress or struggle going on, I'm gonna think about it. I'm going to pray about it. My countenance is going to be off because I care about you. When I care about you, I care about the things that hurt you. So my king is going to see that something is wrong with me. So you have to understand, telling me, especially with the type of person and individual I am, telling me is going to cause me to be different. And the way that he should be in tune to me, he's going to pick up on that. And me keeping a secret for you is not worth me causing conflict with him.
Now,
I do understand that.
Now, just imagine this, because this happens in almost every single household, married couples. Just imagine she on the phone with her girl. They having this conversation. She gets up. She's her husband is sitting on the couch. He sees her get up, go in the room. She talking on the phone. Soon as she come out the room, what you think he gonna say? What's going on?
What happened?
What happened?
Mm-hmm.
And when she
what was that about?
When she say nothing, he gonna say, "Well, if it was nothing, why you get up and go in the room?"
Right.
Right. And vice versa. If
right.
I'm sitting on the couch and I get up, who was that on the phone? Oh, that was Trey. What Trey want? Us men, we just shake our head like, man, he's going through it right now, and that's how it comes out. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want anyone to know, don't tell them. Don't tell them. That's the best way to
keep it.
That's the best way to keep
it. The best way to keep your secret is to keep your secret to yourself, because it's your responsibility to keep your secret. If you having relationship issues, that's your secret. Once you tell me, you mad because I told my man, well, we're one. We talk about everything.
We talk about everything. The person you should have told was your man, your woman. That's who you should have told first before you told me. Because I'm gonna tell you
now. Let's keep it real though. Let's keep it real. Let's go to another real life scenario. There are times when you may not know how. Your intention is to tell your significant other. That is your intention. But figuring out exactly, because sometimes, like you said, blunt is not always the best way. I don't care who says, just tell me. That's how stuff happens. Sometimes blunt is not the best way all the time. I'm just saying. It's not the best way all the time. So if you're trying to figure out how to tell them to keep it from becoming a secret, how do you what's the acceptable time frame?
Man, I don't think
gray areas. I told you.
I don't think it's really any good time to really tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you know they don't play no games, they could be crazy. I mean, please make sure you at home for sure. ain't nothing she can pick up. Make sure all the knives and stuff is put away. I mean, especially if you know it's especially if you know if it's one of them type secrets that you about to tell her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it really ain't no real good time, bad time. I mean, it has to come out. It has to be, or unless you want to go to a restaurant in public. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. There's some secrets that you don't need to be out in public. You do not need Mary Jo, Billy Bob, the neighbors next door seeing the drama that's going to unfold. There's some secrets that need to just be between the two of y'all.
All I'm saying is you got some people out here that are dating some people that ain't got it all. And they know if they tell them something, they might burn the house down. So you might want to be in a good environment. But what I'm saying is, as far as in just getting it out, and I know you just can't be blunt and just tell them, you really just got to put it out there. Hey, I need to tell you something. Can you have a seat and just put it out there and
I'll be honest. I come home, my man say have a seat. I'm already braced. Like, why am I sitting down? Why can't I stand up? What you about to tell me that requires me to sit down? Why I gotta have a seat?
That comes with it all. Oh, we need to talk. Well, what we need to talk about? Well, I'll tell you later. No, you need to tell me right now. I don't care where I'm at. I could be in the pool swimming, and you tell me we got to talk. Well, we got to talk now. I'm done. Tell me now.
That's right. Right. But see, and see, it's not always an infidelity secret either. It's not always just a secret between us. Like, now what I meant by what's the appropriate time frame, I'm talking secrets like see, Daddy, I need you to come sit down. I need to talk to you because you know your boy Leroy, he felt my butt the other day.
Come on, man. Listen. And my question is, the next question to that is why? And why you wait so long to tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd you wait so long to tell me that? That's where we're going to have a problem at. You're stuck. You're frozen. We still live though. I can't hear her. She is frozen right now, but hopefully she'll get back here pretty soon. But yeah, secrets are never good. We're not even gonna sugarcoat it. If you got secrets, you just need to put them out, especially if you have a purpose for that man or that woman. You need to go.
Right, because don't think, I didn't, because I'm listening.
You're frozen. Yeah, you're frozen. I can't hear anything. Oh, okay. No, but yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, I think anytime there's a secret, like it just need to be put out there. Like no sugarcoating. Find the right and appropriate time to put it out there and just say, hey, this is who I am. This is what I've done. And we go from there. If it can be if it can be forgivable, then absolutely work it out. If it cannot, then you need to talk that out as well. Because like I said, nobody's perfect. You know, we've all have had skeletons in our closets. We've all have had secrets that we had to tell somebody. We've all have made mistakes. So we have to hold ourselves accountable. We have to hold ourselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, I got to be upfront with you about the man that I am. Now, I didn't always used to be that way, though. I didn't always used to be that way. I was kind of scared of telling people how I grew up and embarrassed about, you know, the man I used to be and all that stuff. But that was because just being completely real and being completely honest. So it doesn't affect me. Hey, you back?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Now, I heard you say now before you cut off. Now before you cut off, you said something about sitting your man down and him saying, "Well, I think Leroy touched my butt or something like that." Listen,
you didn't hear none of that.
Now I heard that part. Now my thing is this: how long did it take you to tell him? Because you said a secret. So how long did it take? If it took long,
no, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, how long does it take before it becomes a secret? Like Giovanna put up. Maybe
it becomes a secret.
Listen. Giovanna put up that maybe because the woman is trying to protect her king from doing something crazy, and I agree with that completely. What I'm saying is, if you know your man is and is not even gonna let you finish telling the story of what happened, like maybe he brushed up against me. I don't know if it was intentional, so I want to ask you, yo, do you think your boy Leroy is being funny, or was he really trying to fill me up?
So okay, I understand what y'all saying. I'm gonna say this: I give you 24 hours for you to think about if it was intentional or he meant to do it or whatever. After 24 hours, it's a secret. And I'm
now that I can get.
And the man that I am, and the man that I am, I'm gonna check him anyway. So you can't prevent anything from happening. I'm gonna go to him as a man and check him about it, especially if it was intentional and he knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was an accident and y'all just happen to bump into each other, it happens all the time. Now, if he didn't literally felt on you, and that's the conclusion you came to, oh, I got to go see him. I got to go see him. I mean, after 24 hours, but I gave you the 24-hour window to analyze it before you even told me. So
that's true. To see, but that was the question. It was when did it become a secret? Because if it was technically, it was innocent on the woman's part. It wasn't oh yeah, let me just let him keep filling me up. It's one of those, okay, I don't want to cause confusion. them if it was something innocent.
Yeah. But my question,
but what you're saying, and there are a lot of men that think like you, that they're not going to hear anything on, oh, it may have been an accident, it may have been innocent. All they're going to hear is Leroy had his hand on my foot.
But I got questions too. What was you doing that close? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was you doing that close? Yeah, there's a lot of questions that I'm gonna have. And anything, like I said, anything after 24 hours, it was a secret. and I got to sit you down too and talk to you as well. And that's just what it is.
That makes sense.
Because you ain't, because
that makes sense.
These women ain't having it. Oh yeah, I was in the club and your girl came up to me and she grabbed my, you know what I'm saying? She grabbed my manhood and you know, and I told you a week later, you're gonna slap me upside the head, then you're gonna be ready to beat her down. And then you're gonna then you're gonna be wondering why she even did it.
And I'll be honest. It is acceptable. Like I can make sense in my head of there being close quarters and somebody squeezing by. But I don't understand how you gonna squeeze by my man, how your hand accidentally touches his manhood. That I don't get that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if it happens,
how do you accidentally have a handful of jump?
But your man, I mean, your man, he might know it was intentional, and he like, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna tell her this because I know once I tell it's finna go down. So I'm gonna chill for like 2-3 days. Some dudes ain't even gonna say nothing. Let's just keep it 100. They're not even gonna tell you because they already know what it's gonna be.
That's true.
And if it's your girl, if it's somebody that you're cool with and you hang out with every single day, you know how uncomfortable that would be for him. And if that's what it is, and he would have to eventually say something because that's your girl. You know what I mean? That's somebody who you call a friend.
Okay, so then that leads me to another question: Is it acceptable in that 24-hour period? Because I know how I am. I would straight go to people and be like, "Yo, you just help me up. What? Explain that to me because I don't understand what's going on." And then come to you and say, well, this is what happened, but I went to Leroy and asked Leroy so, and this is what he said. So I'm telling you because you know him better than I don't know what's happening.
Well, I am a protector before anything. I'm a husband. I'm a protector. So when she comes to me with that, with me being a protector, I gotta go to him. I gotta go to him. And even if it was an accident, I'm probably gonna say something, but because that's just the man that I am. No man need to be touching my woman but me. Period. It's not a game. I'm not gonna play none of that. For real, like I'm not even gonna play that game. So don't no man need to be touching my woman but me. And that secret, it can't be a secret. Like I'll give you enough time to analyze.
But it wouldn't be an accident. Period for you. It wouldn't be a secret, right?
What was that?
Within that 24-hour period for you, it wouldn't be a secret now.
Absolutely. After the 24 hours, I'll let you analyze. After 24 hours, then it's a secret to me because you should have told me. Especially if
within that 24 hours.
Especially if you came to the conclusion that it was intentional. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
And that's
now all. Here I want to get to one. Like I have a few more questions, so this might be another one that we'll revisit a month or so. But there's one more question that I wanted to get out in the air. So the question is, you know how whatever happens before me, that was before me. I agree with that. There are a lot of men who agree with that. There are a lot of women who agree with that. On the other hand, there are a lot of men and women who don't agree with that. But for the sake of this question, it was before when I said it was before the woman and the man were together. It was before they even met and started dating. She was in a relationship with somebody. He was in a relationship with somebody. It was over. Then now you're with whoever, blah, blah, blah. You're going about your business. Now this blast from the past has moved in to the state that you guys reside in now. So my question is, something that had nothing to do with you, something that happened before you guys were a couple, now the situation has changed because this person who you thought you'd never see again is now in the same. Y'all run into each other at the bodega, y'all run into each other at the laundromat. So it's like, how long? Now I have to tell you. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if we're seeing this person now, and I'm like, oh, well, that's fast, so I don't need to say nothing about that. No, that then becomes this is somebody who's interacting with you. What do you think about that? Does it still stay between that person and the one person in the relationship, or does I believe it's only fair that everybody has all the information.
Nah, no secrets, nothing.
Oh, I was gonna say you don't think that's fair, right?
Like
all men don't receive it that way. That's true. That's true, Messina. I saw the way you said a little bit of a delay coming through. So I'm thinking that she was talking about when you said you would have to talk to him, have to speak to him. She was saying all men don't receive it as calmly and cool and level-headed as others. And I think that's where that gray area comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to say something all the way to 1,000. But then, honestly, the way I am, what I would expect back in return, I have to look at it. I think all relationships person flip the script.
Yeah.
You're sitting here nervous now about how he's going to react. How would you react if it was flipped around? You would want to know.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, like, that's the thing that I try to get people to know all the time. Like, I understand that you say, oh, he got to tell me this, he got to tell me this, but it's the same way. You're going to want to know. You're gonna want to know, because if I'm not telling you when I feel like when I'm supposed to tell you, not only are you going to be upset about the situation, but you're going to be upset about the time lapse and what took me so long to tell you. What took me so long?
Right.
You're going to ask that question. Well, if you knew it was intentional, why didn't you tell me when it first happened? And then what do you say? Well,
right.
I didn't think it was a big deal. And it was a big deal.
Right.
So the secrets have to be put out there across the board, regardless about what it is. Regardless about what it is. So there's no miscommunication or misinterpretation about our relationship.
That's right. Well, see, these are things that need to be worked out in the dating stage, in the getting to know each other stage. If I realize that I'm all in, so I'm sharing everything, we are right, blah, 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 but he doesn't seem that way, he's standoffish, he's cagey, then maybe this isn't the right relationship for me, because I'm all in and he's not. That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, but that's where it starts at. As soon as we get now, if we're 2 months in, everything's probably not across the board yet. But once we've established that we're going in that direction, is going to be a purpose, and we're going to be together, that's when we need to sit down at the round table. And I'm going to ask you, is there anything you need to tell me that I need to know? Anything. Give me an opportunity if I'm going to stay or if I'm going to go, regardless of how you feel. Right. Let's sit at the round table and have that conversation, because I'm going to ask her, tell me anything you think I need to know, regardless of what it is. Anything before me, I don't want to know. I don't care too much about that. But prior up to when we started, to when I asked that question, anything in between there, that's what I need to know.
But that goes back to the scenario. I still didn't get an answer. Like, well, you said no secrets. But I'm saying it could be something that at that round table it wasn't relevant, because Harry lived in Timbuktu. But now Harry is down the street, 3 doors down. Now we need to sit back down at the round table. Look, let me tell you this. because maybe it wasn't relevant at that time,
but
situations change all the time. This is relevant now. We need to talk about this.
That also has a lot to do with the security and the confidence in who that man is too. Now, if you know you got an insecure man, you know he's jealous, then absolutely you need to, hey, so and so move down the street and blase blase. But I can speak for me and a lot of the men that I've been mentored by. Like, if she tells me, oh yeah, I slept with so and so and so, and this was before me and you even started dating, and he lives down the street now. Well, guess what? I know the man that I am, so I'm not worried about him. God will show me whatever he needs to show me if we go back across that bridge again. I'm not going to not trust you or hound you because of something that you did before me. When we cross that bridge,
that's right.
Whether it happens or not, I trust you. I love you. It is what it is. Thank you for telling me. But baby, I'm not worried about him because I know the man that I am. And leave it at that. I don't feel like, what I'm saying, that's too much not of a secret to me. I wouldn't even really care too much to know about somebody moving down the street or somebody started working at your job that you used to be with, because as the man that I am, I'm confident in who I am.
Wait. Did I misunderstand? Did you say that you wouldn't care to know that? So that would be a secret that you wouldn't want to know?
About a man that you dealt with before me that lived down the street? I mean, I don't really care.
That works at the job.
That works at the job. Like, I'm not worried. If you came home and said, hey.
Right. I understand you're not being married, but I want to make sure you said there are a lot of men who would want to know.
I don't think it's a secret though. If she keeps it from me.
If she doesn't tell you it's not a secret, she don't say, hey, my day was so great today. I had lunch with the girls. I went and bought a new pair of shoes. Oh yeah, my ex now works with me. He sits in the cubicle next to me. I mean, I would want that.
I'm probably gonna start laughing, and I think a reality of it is, I think that in each aspect of it, whether it's a man or a woman, I think they're gonna come home and say something anyway. So it's not, hey, you know what, Tanya is working at my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, my ex got a job where I work at, or I just think it's gonna be natural for, especially if you're married and you have an amazing marriage. I think that person is going to come to you and say, you know what, Nay, John works at my job now. Can you believe that? I'm probably going to start laughing.
But see, if like you said, it doesn't matter, then your question is going to be who's John. If we don't need to talk about stuff that happened before we was together, you don't even know who John
is. But that's what I'm saying. But it's going to come up. They're gonna say it. They're probably gonna tell you. I mean, I would tell my significant other that, you know what, this girl I used to date works at my job now. I would say that. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the man that I am, I'm going to tell my significant other that, like, you know what, she works there, and it's not a secret. It's not a secret. Now, if I'm having lunch with this person and sitting in the car at lunch with them and hanging out with him after lunch, and I'm not saying nothing, that's when it becomes a secret. Now you're trying to hide something from me. But anything else, like, nah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, that is going to wrap up our episode of Secrets. I want to thank everyone who came in and joined us this week, everyone who talked to us and commented. Thank you so much. And remember, this is a special broadcast. We normally broadcast on Saturday evenings, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you guys can join us next week, Saturday, right here. You have anything you want to say before we tune out, man?
Thankful for y'all tuning in today. Definitely a blessing. Listen, I'm going to tell you now. Stay away from the secrets. Real talk. If you are in a loving and caring relationship, I understand that people are not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all fall short. But don't put somebody in a line of fire because of a secret that you have and for your dishonesty. Be solid, 100 across the board. Secrets are no good. No good.
That's right. So always messaging out there because a lot of times holding it, causing it to become a secret makes it more powerful than what the truth would have been initially.
Absolutely.
So it's always best to just be honest, upfront, open, always. But I am the Anointed Songbird, and thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you back next week for Let's Talk About It. God bless you.
Holla, holla, holla.
You are so retarded.